Hi friends, Happy New Year. Can you believe it's January already? And we're actually halfway through January, which is hard to believe. But I love that Young Living is my one-stop shop for all the things I need for my health in my home. It makes my life so simple. So I know we all have a lot of New Year's resolutions. We want to feel better, look better, and be healthier this year. But that can sometimes feel overwhelming. But I want to just say, small steps are all you need. Pick one thing a month to tackle even, and by the end of a year or two, you'll be amazed at where you've come. I remember years ago thinking there are so many things I need to do differently, things I need to change, products I need to switch out in my home, and I have no idea where to start. And so I didn't do anything. And then along came Young Living, and I realized it's really not that hard, and it doesn't all have to be done at one time. So it's definitely a process, and pick something. Pick your laundry detergent, pick your shampoo, pick your dish detergent, your parts of your makeup, maybe skincare, lotion, anything. Just pick something and start switching things out, and you will be amazed at how much better you feel. Your hormones will thank you, and the rest of your body will as well. And even if you don't feel the effects immediately, you know that you're not putting years and years of bad things in your body that will come back to haunt you later. So now they know that fake fragrances are worse than smoking, and that chemicals in cleaners are not only linked to higher BMI in children, but women who are in the home all day or who clean for a living, that they have worse lung health than smokers and have higher rates of illness. So with over 50% of our children now having chronic illness, our country's in a crisis, a health crisis, and part of it is all of the chemicals in our personal care products, in our cleaners, and the things that we use on a daily basis. So the idea is we want to lessen the load. We can't, of course, change everything about everything. We don't have control of that, but we do have control of a lot of things, and so just changing those will make a big difference. So I have my order here from January. It's a fairly small order, and I'm not going to go a whole lot into ingredients. Young Living ingredients are amazing, and that is why they are products that I can feel the difference when I use them and when I take them, and why I trust the company, because I know that there's 2,500 bad ingredients that they will not put in their products. Legally, the United States only bans 11, and the FDA really has zero control or zero interest in banning or in monitoring products that are on the market that are harmful or that have bad ingredients. So, and most companies aren't really tracking negative effects of their products either. So unless something is really, really bad, like some of the Johnson & Johnson products that cause a lot of cancer, or like Roundup and glyphosate that Monsanto is finally being sued over causing cancer, then it may finally get pulled. But before that, even if something is known to cause harm, the government, the FDA, is not overseeing that at all. So we make a lot of assumptions in the United States. We think we have a lot of rules and regulations to protect us. And in fact, that's not the case. So that's why we have to police it ourselves. And honestly, I don't want to be a chemist or an expert in all the ways that ingredients are hidden. Like the word fragrance, which I talked about a minute ago in terms of causing lung damage and other things, hormone disruption. Fragrance can hide hundreds, if not thousands, of chemicals in a product. They don't have to tell us what is in that. So you've really got to trust the company and know what their standards are for ingredients. So let me just show you what I got this month. So some of my staples that I use all the time. So the first one is Master Formula, and this is a pack of 4 pills. So it's a nice little handy packet that's easy to travel with if you're just grabbing a few to go for a few days. You don't have to kind of count out your pills. So 4 different pills that contain just a huge amount of different vitamins and nutrients. And I think it's really interesting that this was created through basically doing a SpectraCell, which is an analysis of nutrients on a large section of the population of Young Living users, and determining what they were deficient in, kind of what their bodies needed, and then this multivitamin was created based on that. So we know it sort of meets the needs of our general population. And it was actually based on something versus just, sort of random throwing ingredients together. The other thing with the Master Formula and with other Young Living vitamins is that they always combine a little bit of essential oil with it. And the studies have shown that that makes the nutrients more bioabsorbable and available to our body, which is another reason they work so well. So one of my other things that I like is my brain health, which these are two of the products that are great for that. So we've got MindWise and Ningxia Nitro. So MindWise is from the Sachi Ningxia nut, so it's your good fats from a vegan source, and it also has some bioidentical CoQ10. So bioidentical is so important with vitamins and nutrients because if you grind up rocks, your body's probably not going to absorb them as minerals. But if you get things that are food sources and what we probably naturally would get those vitamins and nutrients from, then our body can actually use them. So MindWise is great, and the Ningxia Nitro is another cognitive fitness or brain power food. It has things like black pepper in it, has, let's see, we're not going to talk about ingredients today, but lots of good brain supporting things which we all need to feel our best. Another one of my favorite supplements, and Young Living makes really unique supplements, a lot combine herbs and oils, which I love because I think herbs are very powerful as well. And this is Fimogen, and it's for women, and it supports healthy hormones, and it's just good for a lot of things. So always good to have that one on hand. That's one of the ones that I take generally daily. So then the other thing we've got is just a bunch of oils here, and some of these were free this month, like Clary Sage. Clary Sage is a phytoestrogen, so it's a great hormone support as well. I use this one every day. Glad to have that one for free. Jade Lemon, because it's difficult to get, you can only buy one of these each month, so I always get one. And it's a great kind of lemon lime, but it also is really helpful in detoxing. So it's a good one to use to help the body kind of get rid of those extra things you don't want it to be storing. Cinnamon bark was free, and this one just smells amazing. I mean, cinnamon bark is a great one for the winter and keeping well, so it's great to add to your diffuser recipes. It's really spicy. If you want to flavor something with cinnamon, you could use it. You could use a little toothpick to flavor it with, but really nice cinnamon bark, useful for lots of things. This was kind of unique. This is a 10 mils peppermint. So peppermint, again, is another one of those kind of staple oils that you always want to have on hand. So it's nice to have that in kind of a medium-sized bottle for a change. And Roman chamomile. I don't really use the chamomiles a whole lot, but this one was free this month, so it's always good to have that in my collection. Anytime I look up something and want to know what I need or how to support my body, and look at the list of the oils that they recommend, and then I kind of see what I have in my stash. So it's always nice to have a variety of things because you never know what you're going to need, and once you need it, it's too late to order it when you need it that day. So this is another one of my very favorites, and I go through probably more of this oil than anything else. I go through probably about half a bottle a month, and I dilute it, and I put a roller ball on the top. But this is Aroma Size, and it's a helps with muscle relaxing and keeping muscles from being too tight. So I use this on my neck and my shoulders. I use it whenever my back feels tight. My arms, I get a lot of knots in my arms and my wrists and my hands. So I use a lot of this one. So it's super helpful and has really saved me a lot of time from sitting with a heating pad, and it's also saved me a lot of money in not needing as many massages. But I do take it when I go get a massage and let her use it and roll it on me as well, which is amazing. So that is one that I never want to be without either. So anyway, those are a few that I just restocked this month. Again, I got free things with my order. I earned points on my order that I will spend on other things. So other things I need to restock or that I want to try. There's always more oils that I haven't tried. And I just love having them on hand, like I said, as tools whenever I need a little brain support, a little memory support. I need to feel more awake and alert. I have something that's sore or something that's might bruise. I will put oils on it first to help support the skin, minor cuts, bumps, bruises, things like that. So oils just have endless use. So it's kind of like having a little first aid kit on hand, just for whatever you might need when the body needs support. So, and once again, I love Young Living products for all things in my home. You've seen me over the months and years talk about that. A lot of things I don't order very often, like one of my favorite face washes I've been using for over 1.5 years, and the bottle is still not empty, so I'll probably reorder that this summer. So one bottle is lasting 2 years, and so I don't get to talk about it much because it lasts so long. So Young Living products are very concentrated. Even the oils are very concentrated. I've heard people say compared to another brand that may appear to be cheaper, you can use so much less of the Young Living oil that it actually is the cheaper option. but we know what goes into growing every drop of those oils and how expensive that is, and just the quality in terms of doing everything correctly, from the way they harvest the seeds from year to year to have new plants to plant, from the way they hand weed, from the exact amount of time that they distill. Some companies will distill for a short amount of time and they miss a lot of the chemicals in the oil, whereas Young Living takes a lot longer, which costs more money, but they get the right mix of chemicals in those oils. So each oil has at least 300 different chemicals in it, and it's that mix of chemicals that really gives it its power. So there's a whole lot more to it than we think. It's not just like a fake fragrance that's created in a lab. There's a lot of science to it, and there's a lot of science to the way that it works with the cells in our body to connect properly in order to have the right effect. So anyway, it's a lot of fun, and I just really appreciate having Young Living and the easy way it is to shop in one place, have my box come every month, earn my points back, get my free stuff that I would use anyway or buy anyway, and will use, and it just makes my life easy. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions about Young Living or about any of these products or about something else that you might be looking for to support your health this year, or other switches that you'd like to make out when you know that you have things in your house that you need to switch out for something healthier, I'm always happy to help. And if there's something from another company that I think would work better for you, or that would be a good complement to these products, I'm happy to offer that advice as well. So Young Living meets a lot of needs with 500, 600 products I think we have now. It doesn't quite have everything yet, but it does have a lot, which makes life so much simpler and easier. So I hope 2020 is off to a great start for you, and I look forward to talking to you again next month. Bye.